Hey guys, EpicMan14111 here, and I decided I might as well do 3 more deck profiles, just so, in case I take these decks apart for any reason, I know what cards I put in them to reassemble, because at times I have that problem. I should, next time, every time I make a deck, I should probably do the deck profile before I quickly take it apart. So, I have 2 other deck profiles after this. This one is my Gaia the Super Soldier deck. Could be a little better, but it's decent. The other 2 is my Cubics and my Dark Magician Girl. So anyway, let's just get right into this. Starting off with cards I use one of. I use 1 Blacklister Soldier Envoy of the Beginning. Then I do 1 Evening Twilight Night. If I ever pull a second one of this, I'll probably most likely use 2. Lord Gaia the Fierce Knight, I use 1 of. Then I use 2 Curse of Dragonfire, which is essentially the newer Curse of Dragon. And with Curse of Dragonfire, I also use the new Gaia the Fierce Knight, which in Japan it's Galloping Gaia the Fierce Knight, but to us it's Charging Gaia the Fierce Knight. And going with those, I also run 2 classical Gaia the Fierce Knights, as well as 2 Curse of Dragons. I run 2 Skilled Blue Magician. This is pretty much your level 4 spellcaster. If you don't have Gaia in your hand or you need 2 tributes, 2 Skilled Blue Magicians are really helpful. Especially with Skilled Blue Magician, if it has 3 spell counters on it, then just tribute it and boom, bring out a Gaia. 1 Gaia monster. It says 1 Gaia the Fierce Knight monster. So that's your Charging Gaia, or Gaia the Fierce Knight, pretty much. For those of you that seen my BLS, Buster Blader, and Blacklister Soldier deck profile I did a little bit before this one, I decided I'd take the Buster Blader deck apart and make it its own thing. So I've just, since Blacklister Soldier and Gaia the Fierce Knight go together, like their effects kind of tie into each other, like with the BLS and Gaia, they'll add a Blacklister Soldier or add a Gaia card to your hand. So now I run 2 Blacklister Soldier Super Soldiers, 2 Beginning Knights, okay, then 3 Command Knight, because it's kind of a good defense and good offense as well. Especially if you have this 3 Valkyrian Knights, because then your opponent can target any monster on your field for an attack. That is if you just run Warrior. If I have a Curse of Dragonfire and it doesn't power Curse of Dragonfire up because it's Dragon type, and they can definitely attack it. So it's useful if you have other warriors, like your not Skilled Blue Magician, sorry, Gaia the Fierce Knights. Not sure if they do or not, but I wish they would make a Gaia the Fierce Knight, like level 4 Gaia the Fierce Knight monsters that are pretty decent to use. Same with like Buster Blader and them. Then again, they didn't do a Dark Magician, but they did make new Dark Magicians in Blue Eyes as easy to be special summoned. And Lord Gaia the Fierce Knight, I guess, kind of has that special summon ability. So I guess that's fine. Anyway, that's it for the monsters. The goal of this deck is pretty much fusion summon Gaia the Dragon Champion, or Sky Galloping Gaia the Dragon Champion, whose name counts as Gaia the Dragon Champion, and then use Spiral Spear Strike. Because pretty much Sky Galloping Gaia the Fierce Knight, or Dragon Champion, once per turn it can target 1 monster opponent controls and switch its battle position. So say they have like a Blue Eyes or something, you can switch it to defense mode, then use Spiral Spear Strike, because I believe it adds it to the hand. Yeah, after that. Then you activate like 1, 2, or 3 of it. Like, because I like activating 3. Sure, it doesn't triple the battle damage, but what it does do is first one will activate, allowing you to have allowing you to draw 2 cards, but discard 1. But if you have 2, you can draw 4 and discard 2. But if you have 3, you draw 6 and discard 3. So that's pretty cool and fun. So anyway, now for the spells, I run 1 Chaos Form, 1 Super Soldier Ritual. Pretty much this is your rituals for Lackluster Soldier, Super Soldier. Pot of Greed, which I'll switch out for 1 Day of Peace, which is in my Cubics right now. Oh, it's in my Buster Blazer, sorry. 1 Swords Revealing Light, 1 The Warrior Returning Alive, 2 Reinforcements of the Army, 3 Polymerization for your Gaias, either your Gaia the Fierce Knight, or Gaia the Dragon Champion, or Sky Galloping Gaia the Dragon Champion, or just use Curse of Dragonfire if you can summon it, and 3 Spiral Spear Strikes. That's for the spells. Now on for the traps. I run 1 Super Soldier Shield, as well as a Super Soldier Rebirth, 1 Spiritual Swords of Revealing Light, and 2 Mirror Forces. Spiritual Swords pretty much just pay 1,000 to negate an attack. It's a little risky, but kind of not. Now into the extra deck, there's only 4 cards, and it's 2 Gaia the Dragon Champion for Classic, and 2 Sky Galloping Gaia the Dragon Champion for Nowadays. I wonder if they're going to do that for all the old Classic monsters, because I'd love to see a new, let's see. I think they're giving all the old Classic monsters, adding effects, because now we're getting into GX, and we're getting new elemental heroes, supposedly like Avion Burstinatrix and them, new versions of those with effects. So I wonder if we're ever going to get like Chun-Li in his like Master of Oz, if we're ever going to get like an actual koala fusion with a strong ability like that. Because that'd be pretty cool. But anyway guys, that's it for this deck profile. Until the next one, which will be just in a little bit, I'm EpicMan14111 signing out.